have you been? I hope you've been well. Shout out to you guys who took part in the community poll. So, if you guys want to hear a story that I have to tell, make sure to be active in the community poll. Today I have vanilla ice cream, creamery styled, with some chocolate chip cookies, and this is like a makeshift sundae. I didn't have chocolate sauce or a cherry because it's kind of late and not a lot of places are open. So I wanted to do a sweets video, and it's been a while since I've done that. Yeah, it's been a while. You ever just have the 2 a.m. urge to make a sundae? Because that's what I did. So, I'm going to be telling a story. Did I say 2 a.m.? Sorry. I'm just very sleepy. I'm going to be telling a story about how my friends and I went to Chicago during a very, very bad thunderstorm. So, we were in, I want to say, our junior year of high school. Definitely our junior year. And I was very not used to the idea of going out with friends. I grew up with very strict parents, so I didn't really go out a lot with friends during my childhood, or they had to come over to my place, and I was the only one where my parents were okay with that. So this was a pretty big deal for me. So, hopped on a train. We met up. I'm trying to think, does location matter? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter to say it. We met up at the, around the Millennium Station. I haven't been there in years. God, it's been so long. But Millennium Station is kind of like right across the street from Millennium Park, just so you guys are wondering. And we just started our trek to Navy Pier. For some reason, now thinking about it, every single time we go downtown, our trip always ends at Navy Pier. Like, we can be very far away. We could be on the West Loop. We could be very deep in River North. Always end up and finish our spot at our hangout at Navy Pier. I don't know why. God, this is so good. So, we ended up meeting and then just walking, right? There's some funny things that happen. So, my friends know that I don't really get out a lot. So, when I commented on like the out, just what I was seeing, I accidentally called it nature. And they're like, dude, we're surrounded by industrial sized buildings. How's there nature here? That's a joke that we still bring up to this day. But I feel like our friend was like the start of the thunderstorm, because prior to that, it was perfectly sunny, no clouds in sight. It was actually pretty warm. Like, there are a lot of things that didn't make sense, but ended up just going into chaos. So we met up with another friend, and I think we're like maybe 3 blocks west of Navy Pier, when it felt like we blinked our eyes and now the sky is like a dark gray color, strong winds. It was crazy. So we ended up running into the nearest building. I think it was like a hotel. Let's just say the doorman was not happy that we were doing that. Because imagine like you're doing your job and then 4 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds just rush in to a hotel lobby that you're responsible for. But we were just like, hey, it's really bad outside. Can we just stay in here? And he was just like, no, not really, but I'll let you guys have like a couple minutes. It was just like, wow, dude. So after that, I think we went to go get something to eat. We're just like, hey, if there's gonna be a thunderstorm, let's, try to get through it on a full stomach. I don't know why my friends used to think that stuff when we were kids, but hey, I'm at fault too. I believed it. One of my friends recommended the Cheesecake Factory, so we headed to the John Hancock building. I think it's still there. The John Hancock building. I think there's a Best Buy on like the lower floor, and then there's I'm trying to remember. There's a Best Buy, and then there is a stairwell down outside to the Cheesecake Factory, but I think you can still go from inside. Oh, anywho, we ended up getting Cheesecake Factory. But then we encountered another obstacle. My friend Chris does not like Cheesecake Factory. And to this day, I don't understand how. My friend Chris is one of those dudes where I don't understand how we're best friends, because we like all the opposite things. I like basketball and football, and he likes hockey, soccer. Well, I'm gonna put respect on it. Football, F-U-T-O. What is my spelling right now? F-U-T-B-O-L. That football. And hockey. We like different bands and artists. We like different foods. I like lemon on my steak. He likes lime on his steak. Just literally everything that I like, I just prepare for him to say, oh, I actually like the exact opposite as you do. And it's just like, okay, bro. But the reason why it was such a problem is because he didn't say anything until we were actually at the table and about to get our first appetizer. And the thing about the Cheesecake Factory is that they have like 64 pages on their menu. Bro, how do you hate everything on the menu? That is crazy to me. I think maybe he saw like something sanitary that he didn't like, which would be understandable. But still, he didn't tell us at all. So it's just like, bro, why? I think at the time he ordered maybe like chicken tenders and fries, but I think he only took one bite out of the chicken tender and was like, alright, I'm done. I'm like, bro. So I get a cheeseburger, sweet potato fries. I think I got a Coke too. And at the end, I got a Reese's cheesecake. And then I think we went up to the Best Buy and just fooled around on computers. But then it was still raging outside, so we're just like, hey, you know, I guess this teenager in us was like, hey man, we still gotta make it to Navy Pier. We have to finish our mission at Navy Pier. So I think we just started running like madmen through the streets, just trying to find what direction we were going in. I'm pretty sure all we knew was that the John Hancock building is further north than Navy Pier, so I think we just kept running on the shore walk until we just saw like a big piece of land. Wow, Agartha, what the heck? A big piece of land just jutting out into the lake, and then we knew that was Navy Pier. It was so horrible because the lake was, you know, during a thunderstorm, the lake is also gonna react to it. So giant like waves, maybe like to my height, was like jutting out, trying to hit us. It was stupid. Ultimately, though, I think we ran in. We were completely drenched. It was not fun. I think I actually bought one of my lasting hoodies. It was a White Sox hoodie. It had gray sleeves and a black front and back. It was so cool. It was so nice. Though I will admit, it was not made for people with broad shoulders. Like, if I wanted to lift my arms above my head, it was going to be pretty hard for me to do it. But unfortunately, one day, my uncle wanted to wrestle with me, and he ended up ripping my hoodie. And to this day, it felt like a funeral when that happened. By the time we went Navy Pier, got some drinks, booted up, we looked outside and it looked like the storm that just made our life hell for the past 30 minutes didn't even exist. Look back up. Sunny skies and no clouds, but it was very wet on the ground, and that was it. Almost spilled that, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Remember, if you want to hear a certain story, make sure